You need to start with some self-empowerment on nutrition or learn about minerals in the body and what's necessary. And that's your opening. But you're not meant to stay there. You're meant to, move forward into the next layer of knowledge when your mind can deal with it, can go, okay, that was one part and I got truths out of that. But now something's not sitting right with that story. I'm going to move to the next level and I'm going to go through the next door and realize that's actually not even true. And when you now start to question an entire paradigm, there's a lot of pieces that have to be rectified, and it doesn't happen overnight. There's study involved. There's an unearthing of roots that have dug inside of you, of beliefs that have to be sorted out, and that can take time. And that's been the hardest part about all this, is this it's happening so quickly. So many people don't have the time, or they're under now economic strain and stress and other pressures, and that's not their priority because they put you into a survival mode, and you're just trying to get food on the table and get gas in the car and do what you're doing, and you won't look there because that's not priority for you. And so that's also very difficult to be able to go through that. And we see that everywhere. But like I said, reframe it and use it as an opportunity to be able to practice your discernment, and then move on from that and go to the next level. And if you always are continually seeking, you will find the answers, because this is how this place is designed. It's designed for you to actually succeed. It's meant for you to succeed. And if you help your mind go there, then you'll continue to move forward and get the truth and the information that you need, and surrender yourself to that unfoldment. And I see it in my own life all the time, and I see it in other people too. So we can argue about all kinds of things, and I think it comes down to fundamentals of ensuring your safety and security in your life, so that you have that baseline met of your needs. And that might be leaving a job, actually, and going out on your own and starting your own small business, or offering a skill set. I see a lot of teachers, for example, leaving the industry, and they're starting small pods, groups of inviting, homeschooled children, which I'm in a need for that too. I think I'm getting out of a school system, which is harder on a parent, especially if you have to go to work. What are you going to do with your child? You get into problems. And so this is why we have to find our community and people who are doing things differently than we have been doing. Same thing with nurses and doctors who are out of their industries and their careers. They're starting new ideas and different ways of helping others and different ways of supporting people. And it's happening. So being strong enough to say, I'm going to change what I'm doing. This isn't working for me. This is suffering, and I will not suffer. I will grow, and I will do what my heart says to do. And so we are going to talk about what to do now. I always feel you can heal from anything. I do. I've seen the most miraculous things, in my career. And for those who maybe don't know my work, I do have a lot of training and background. My Bachelor of Science, for example, was a 4-year degree. And I learned a lot of chemistry. I learned all the hard sciences, of course. But it was focused on genetics and biotech, and how the manipulation of life has been ongoing, and trying to somehow overcome nature, which is ridiculous. But it taught me a lot. I learned a lot about, obviously, the chemistry and the alchemy itself. So there's that, knowledge that I've brought forward. And then I got through that, and I did some traveling. I traveled through Central America and saw other ways of living. And then I went to naturopathic college. So that's a medical degree. It's a doctorate. That's 4 years. And then after I finished that, I, started to really help people with their health. And this is going on 14 years now. And so what I'm saying is I've seen a lot of miracles. I mean, what you would call miracles, but it's really just applying sound principles and simplifying where people are at and getting them to do the work that's required for the self-healing. And it doesn't come really ultimately from anybody else but yourself. There are a lot of things that you need to understand about your body, and ways in which you can apply detoxification principles to rectify as much as you possibly can